She fired me as her wedding photographer 2 weeks before the ceremony, saying I was clearly not professional enough. She didn't know I was best friends with her replacement. The email came at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. Brian, we've decided to go in a different direction for our wedding photography. We found someone more aligned with our vision. Your deposit is non-refundable per the contract. I'd been photographing weddings for 8 years. Never missed a booking, never delivered late, maintained a 5-star rating. But Melissa had been difficult from day one. She'd changed her shot list 7 times, demanded I scout the venue 4 separate times, and sent me 43-page Pinterest boards of required photos. Every email ended with, if you can't deliver this, we need someone who can. Now 2 weeks before her wedding, she'd found that someone. I texted my friend Rachel, who runs the premium photography studio in town. Did you just book Melissa Chen's wedding for October 12th? Rachel called immediately. How did you know? She contacted me yesterday, offering double rate for a last-minute booking, because she just fired me. That's my date she's filling. Brian, I had no idea. She told me her original photographer had a family emergency. She lied. Check your contract. She's paying you double because she's desperate. Rachel was quiet. This feels wrong. What do you want me to do? Nothing. Just give her exactly what she's paying for. What does that mean? She wants premium service at panic pricing? Give her premium service. Buy the book. Nothing extra. Rachel understood. No favors, no flexibility? Exactly. Wedding day arrived. Rachel texted me updates throughout. Bride is 90 minutes late. She wants me to stay extra to capture sunset photos she didn't book. What did you say? That extended coverage costs $500 per hour. Payment up front. She's furious. An hour later, she's demanding I Photoshop her bridesmaids to look thinner. Not in the contract. Told her photo editing requests cost extra. Then, groom's family wants formal portraits. Not on the shot list. Bride is melting down because I won't just take a few quick photos. The final text came at 11 p.m. She just screamed at me for not getting her Pinterest shots. I told her she fired the photographer who'd already scouted those exact angles. She went pale. 3 days later, Melissa left Rachel a 1-star review. Photographer was inflexible and refused to accommodate reasonable requests. Ruined my wedding day. Rachel responded publicly. Client booked emergency last-minute service after firing her original photographer 2 weeks before the wedding. Contract specified standard coverage only. Additional request require additional payment, which client refused. All contracted services were delivered as agreed. Then Melissa called me. Brian, I made a mistake. Rachel's photos are technically fine, but they're not what I wanted. Can you help edit them? I don't do editing for other photographers' work. Please, I'll pay you. The photos are just so generic. Rachel shot exactly what you contracted for. You paid for basic coverage. You got basic coverage. But you knew the venue. You knew my vision. You would have captured everything perfectly. I would have. That's why you hired me originally. Can we go back and reshoot some portraits? I'll pay your full rate. Melissa, you fired me 2 weeks before your wedding, kept my deposit, and hired my friend at double rate without telling her the truth. Why would I help you now? Because I made a mistake. I was stressed and panicked. Your portfolio wasn't as polished as Rachel's studio. My portfolio showed 8 years of weddings. Rachel's studio has a fancy website. You chose branding over experience. I know that now. Please, these are my wedding photos. I'll live with them forever. You'll live with the consequences of firing your photographer 2 weeks out. Rachel gave you exactly what you paid for, but you could have given me more. I would have given you everything. That's the difference between hiring someone who knows your vision and hiring someone last minute because their website looks expensive. Melissa tried reaching out 3 more times, each time asking if I'd fix her wedding photos or reshoot certain moments. I never responded. 6 months later, I photographed a wedding at the same venue. Melissa's maid of honor was a guest and recognized me. You're the photographer Melissa fired. She still complains about her wedding photos every time we see her. That's unfortunate. She said you sabotaged her by recommending Rachel. I didn't recommend anyone. She hired Rachel on her own. Well, she wishes she'd kept you. Says her wedding album looks like generic stock photos. That's what happens when you fire someone who prepared for 6 months and hire someone who had 2 weeks. Rachel and I still laugh about it. She did nothing wrong, delivered exactly what the contract specified. But Melissa wanted the relationship and preparation time she destroyed by firing me. Last month, Melissa's sister got engaged and requested me for her wedding. I checked my calendar. Unfortunately, I'm booked that entire month. I wasn't, but some clients aren't worth the stress, no matter what they're paying.